What is going on YouTube? My name is Mario from Exclusive Auto Detail. We are currently in the city of Alhambra. You guys are going to tune in for a pretty dope episode for today.
Hey Mario.
Yes, sir.
I saw a YouTube video about you. And you don't make $100 an hour as a detailer?
Bro, I do not. I'm going to talk to all you guys real, man. I do not make $100 an hour as a YouTube or as a detailer. Now, I don't know how you feel about that, Kevin. I don't know about if you make $100 an hour, but I am definitely striving. I'm working my butt off to get in that direction. So, trying to be, there's so many different ways to take that comment, Kevin. I'm trying to be the bigger person. I'm just gonna try to move on. And if you guys really watched the first video I did with Reyes, I was trying to be as humble and as transparent as possible. So to answer your question, I do not make $100 an hour detailing. Does that mean I'm not successful? I don't know, but you know what, Matt? You inspired me so much. We're gonna make a video about that today. Before I even talk about my perspective, I wanna know from you guys in the comments below. Go ahead and type. What are you guys making hourly? And hey, man, if you wanna, if you can, please be honest. And like I said, most of my new detailers, let me know what you guys are making in the comments below.
Hi Mario. So in one of your videos, you claim that you only made $60 an hour. You want to elaborate on that?
The whole purpose of it was to prove people, or not prove people wrong, but was to show people that if you're interested in detailing, not every day you're gonna be at $100 an hour, or not every day you're gonna be making $1,000 a day. And that's, I think there's that conflict, there's a lot of people that are making more money than me. I will say it again, there's people that are making more money than me, and there's people that are making less money than me. However, I do not want to discredit any of those guys. If anything, like I said in my very first video, again, I want everyone to be making $120 an hour. Hell, I want people to make $200 an hour. Now, is that possible? As a startup detailer, I'll tell you right now, it is extremely difficult for me to be making $100 an hour as of right now, and I've been detailing for 3 years. But I'll tell you what, I am profitable. I am having Reyes and Kevin behind the camera right now recording me. I have Benny right now working, polishing a vehicle as I'm working on this video. I am debt free. When I had my very first employee, we would do a mini detail in about maybe sometimes 55 minutes, but mostly around an hour and 5 minutes. And my mini detail prices would be at about $110. I noticed in the video not to include the tips. So at $110, it takes about an hour and 5 minutes. Let's just round down, I'm roughly making $90, maybe $95 an hour. But once again, these guys are training. And also it's summertime. We're recording the video right now. It is 89 degrees, but it's supposed to be 90 degrees today. We're out here working and we're out here hustling, man. I want to succeed as a detailer, and I want the detail community as a whole to be connected, man. I'm tired of putting people down. I only want to bring people up. Now,
I want to ask and talk about transparency.
Sure.
How do you feel about transparency towards other detailers? Do you feel like other detailers on YouTube are being 100% transparent as far as their proceeds, or do you think they're just...
Yeah, I think you're trying to do that click. I'm not blaming you, Kevin, but that's like that popular thing. Are there people that are making $1,000 a day? Yes. Now, what I wish they would explain, Kevin, how long did it take for them to make that amount of money? Now, that's the problem with these influencers, or I don't even want to get attacked, but yes, you eventually, Kevin, I'm hoping in 2-3 years, I'll be making $100 an hour. And then in 3 years from now, Kevin, $100 an hour is not gonna be acceptable for me. My next goal will be to be making $150 an hour. But how do you, and then shout out to all the guys on Instagram, because Instagram is much faster than YouTube, Kevin. People are DMing me saying, yo, bro, I watched your video, I'm inspired. I just graduated high school, I'm about to go to college. These guys, they're not gonna make $100 out the gates, Kevin. They're making it sound so easy. You gotta put in the sweat equity. Like I said, you guys are gonna be working your butts off. Like I said, and I'm repeating in the first video, I was doing whatever I can to get my name out there, knocking on doors, asking my friends and family. And then eventually, once I had that quote unquote portfolio on Instagram, then I was able to raise my prices. But to answer your question, YouTube, do I think there's people that are being honest on what they make? The answer is yes. I'm sure those guys are making really good money, but I want you to tell me, how much were you making when you first started? Kevin, when I first started detailing, I was charging $45 to $50 for a car. Now, if you want to get nerdy again, to do one car would take me about 2 hours. I was making $25 an hour back then. if I had the mentality of me not being successful, Kevin, I would have quit right then and there, and I would never be in the position I was right now.
All right, now let's do something positive. Let's do a flip side.
Sure.
Now let's say there's a detailer that's been in the game for a while, but he doesn't know his worth and he's charging dirt prices, and you know he should be charging more. What would you tell this type of detailer, and how would you convince him to charge more so that we're all as a whole
doing better as a
doing
community.
better? Because if he's charging less, then that means that we're gonna all have to charge less.
If there's someone that is making a lot of that is doing great work but not making a lot of money, it's such a loaded question. Are you on Instagram? Are you posting better videos? Are you going out to communities? Are you increasing your prices? If you are doing amazing work and you want to raise your prices, when you get a new inquiry of a new customer, I would suggest maybe raise your prices by maybe $10 or more. But this is not financial advice. I want to make this super clear. This is not financial advice. This is what I would do in my personal opinion, and what my opinion may not be perfect for you.
All right, Mario, so what would you determine what a real or fake detailer is?
I think a real detailer is anyone that is so hungry to put in the work. You have to learn how to walk before you could jog and before you could run, man. Like I said, to me, I don't classify a real detailer based on what they have in their van or what type of setup they have. To me, a real detailer is someone that has a vision and a goal, and they may not be in the same starting position as me or as somebody else that has been in the game for 5 or 7 years. It's not fair to look at them at that way. And I know that wasn't the objective of the video that gentleman did, but I'm just trying to give you more perspective. So to answer your question once again, I feel a real detailer is someone that has the vision of being a self-employed boss or having a brand and growing it. And it doesn't matter how much they're making per hour. What matters to me is, are you improving every single day? From year 1 to year 2, are you doing better? And then from year 2 to year 3, are you doing better? Like I said, I'm 3 years into detailing. I don't think I'm the best detailer out in the game. And I'm humble to say that. I'll say this again. I am humble to say that. That's the reason why I'm doing these YouTube videos. That's the reason when I go home, I'm always Googling stuff, how I can get better. So to answer your question, man, yeah, and even I don't even want to classify what a fake detailer is, because I'm just trying to be nothing but positive. But like I said, once again, a real detailer, in my opinion, is someone that has a goal and trying to accomplish it, but it's gonna take time, man. That's like saying you have the goal of being an NBA, maybe that's a bad example, but you know, let's say this young kid wants to be a professional basketball player, wants to be in the NBA. Before they're even in the NBA, they're gonna have to play in high school, they're gonna have to play in college, hopefully they can make it to D1, and even if they don't make it to D1, there's the G League, you can play overseas, and then hopefully get into the NBA. Now what's more helpful is if, hey man, you know what, you're super young, how about you come practice with me one day and we could work on our basketball shot, and I'll try my best to show you how you can improve your shot. So by the time you're in college, now you perfected your shot, now you can focus on your footwork or different fundamentals or be a better defensive player. So sorry about my rant. I'm a huge Celtics fan, so I'm pretty sad that the Celtics lost in their second round. So I don't know, hopefully when this video comes out, we'll find out who won the NBA Finals. All right guys, so you guys saw pretty much a wrap up of the video. We talked about, first of all, let me know, are you guys making $100 an hour, and does that make you, and if you're not, does that mean you're not a successful detailer? Please, if you guys could please do me a huge favor from the bottom of my heart. If you guys have an opportunity to hit that share button, hit the like button, and maybe send this to someone that wants to become a detailer or maybe is thinking about being a detailer, and so hopefully we can build this community up. Other than that, guys, hope you guys have a good day. Stay cool, man. Make sure you guys are drinking a bunch of water.